Hello YouTube, Mark Kaufman here, and today I have a special knife to show you, and that is a J.A. Henckels Swiss Army style knife. Now this was made in the Aldermesser factory, the same factory that made the Schrade Century series knives. This is a Schrade Century knife with black scales. They made them in multiple colors, but the reason why I know that is because the measurements on the scale material are exactly the same, and they share the exact same toothpick and the same tweezer format. So you can see there it's a curved piece of metal there with a single piece right there. So both share the exact same tweezer and keyring. Keyring sizes are both the same. So I have done a video on these. If you want to check that out, the link is down below. I cover the history of these and why they flopped. So go check that video out. But today I'm going to be covering this knife. Now this one I picked up brand new on eBay, and I am really happy about it. Now it is very, very similar to the Schrade knives because, well, they're made in the same factory. It just has a different name on the shield here, or on the scale, and it has a different tang stamp. So this has the J.A. Henckels tang stamp here, and you can see Germany Inox there, and this is probably a 440 or a 420 style steel. I have found these style knives to be rather robust. They're not going to last as long as a Victorinox. This one here was brand new, and it has never been used. It has the original edges and everything, but it has the single leaf style spring. So that is very, very interesting. So I'm going to pull the Schrade back in here, and this one actually has the double leaf spring. So at one time, the Aldermesser factory changed over from the single leaf to the double leaf. And I think this is pretty unique. This is very unique because this is actually carbon steel. You can see it's blackened and it has been darkened and blued, and it just shows that this factory was making changes to accommodate to really accommodate matching with what Victorinox was putting out. And so that is one difference, but the other difference on this one versus the Schrade that I have is this one actually has a file. Now, this is not a metal file. This one is not a metal file. This is actually a very nice long nail file. This does not do well against any kind of metal. I have tried it against aluminum, and it really fails to do anything with that. It works relatively well with soft plastics, but you can see here, unlike the Victorinox one, it does not have a cutting edge on this side. This was mocking or matching up to the Victorinox style that was being put out at that time. And it really does a good job as a very large nail file, nothing really else. It has a small blade here, very similar to Victorinox, and a large pen blade here. The tools are all pretty much exactly the same as Victorinox, and you can see here it still even has some of the original oil in there. So this knife is basically an exact copy. They were really just trying to get in on the money when it came to Victorinox, and it's an exact copy of one of Victorinox's knives, which I believe might be the Ranger or the Mountaineer. I think it's one of those. You guys can correct me down in the comments. Now, unlike the modern Victorinox knives, this was representing what was back in the 80s. It has no extended tools here. You only have the sewing awl, or the awl. It has no sewing eye, and then you have your corkscrew. So really, this is a very fantastic knife. I think this is a very high quality knife. I mean, it's exactly like the Schrade, and for the money, I think it's a very good contender of what you could get instead of buying a Victorinox knife. So I thought you guys would enjoy this one. Till the next one, I will talk to you guys later.